So let's see. Did it start? Okay, sorry about that. So it might have been a delay, but what I was talking about was how we network with, how we network with 100 people at the podcast summit, but we use his bracelet to network with people. And the way that he set that up was he used Linktree. Now, Linktree is a free account for people who's trying to, expand their network, or they trying to use it for clients or try to build something off that. All right. So like we said with David Shands, Don interviewed him and it wasn't really long. It was like 3 minutes, but the engagement, it brought a lot of network and a lot of expansion. All right. So for those who's watching right now on YouTube, this is the interview that Don of Don Talk Listen had with David Shands. And if you look on his wrist, it's an NFC bracelet. All right. So the purpose of the NFC bracelet was for him to have people fill out the Google form. All right. And basically, when someone taps their bracelet on their phone, here's a phone, you tap it on the bracelet, it opens up this Linktree account. So right now, what you're watching is the Linktree account that Don has for his podcast. This is how he built up to get sponsorship. This is how he built up his newsletter. And this is how he built more traction to his podcast and his YouTube. So as you can see on the top, his Linktree, all right? And one thing I like about Linktree, if you are in the business of affiliates, it makes sense on the lines of, okay, I'm new to being an entrepreneur. I'm new to having my own business, or, I don't really know how to expand. I have Instagram, I have TikTok, I have YouTube, I have a Square account, I have a website. You could put it all on Linktree. And the benefit of Linktree is basically it's in detail. This is the preview, so you can see exactly what Don used for his event. So Don Talk Listen, that's the logo up top. And he has his title, Help Creators, Entrepreneurs, and Leaders Foster Authentic Connections Through Conversation. Join the movement below. As you can see, he has the widget of Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So automatically, if you want to send someone your social media, you can have them on this main page. This is what you would call a landing page if you don't really know the aspect of that. It's necessary when you're trying to expand on it. All right. So let's see. Now, when we go here, be a guest on the podcast, because this is the actual Google form that we use for the podcast summit. So the podcast summit was an event where David Shands had a lot of like high-end keynote speakers who talk about their business as entrepreneurs and how they, expanded, engaging with people and having conversations. So when Don went there, he had the mindset of engaging with 100 people to have an interview with David Shands, and it worked out. So it was a purpose that I was happy to be a part of. So as you can see with the podcast summit, the Don Talk Listen Podcast Summit Connect form, this is basically for people to fill out. So as you can see, this is basically for free on Google. Anybody with a Google account can make a Google form and drive traffic to their newsletter, which is free too. So let's talk about this. First thing, you need their name, full name, email address, Instagram handle. Now, as you can see with this star up top, okay, we're not editing nothing, so no. So either way, so as you can see where it says full name, right here, this star, it means that it's mandatory. So the main one that's mandatory is the full name, email address, and Instagram handle, because majority of people on social media have Instagram or YouTube. So it kind of makes sense with that. Now the phone number, YouTube, web link, it depends. Now what best describes you, because we're trying to draw different tags within his newsletter. Even though he started this newsletter it's been less than 2 months he started his newsletter, but it's been getting engagement, and I'm liking the information we're getting from it. So, of course, what best describe you, because this might be useful for the next event, for the Don Knows Everybody event, if he having an event for creators or podcasters or entrepreneurs. It's very specific on the tags we can create. Are you interested in being featured on the Don Talk Listen podcast? If you want to be, I guess, a guest, that's a possibility. So it gives you all the information. But this is what he used to build a newsletter. So right now, what we're looking at is kit.com, KITCOM. So kit.com is a free website where you can start your own email list. So basically, a broadcast, if you see on the top right where it says new broadcast, that means a new email to send out to people. You could create your own email template, which I created one for Dawn. So this is the one that he sent literally a few days after the podcast summit. And I want to show y'all for the fact that his first email that I sent out was over 50% open rate, which is good. All right. For those who don't know, when it comes to sending out emails, normally you get a reach of maybe 10, 15, 30 is good. 30 is real good, but 57% first open is good. And, you know, it went up and down, but it fluctuates. But we're learning the patterns and the insights from what time to release the email, what's the best day to release the email. So it's in-depth research that we also do at Rebel Ears. So, okay, it's in depth of, we met at the podcast summit, one of our networking events. So I actually learned this from a community-based event. So I got to do a shout out to Nikki Saunders, shout out to Lions Behavior, because one thing about Nikki, when she send out emails, she send out with links to get more in-depth research on things. So I learned that from being part of another newsletter. Just like if you were part of a community, you learn more from in-depth. And speaking of community, you can click the link in the description if you want to join the Discord for Rebel Ears and Auto Eco, but also you can comment the word Discord or comment the word join on any of our social media platforms, and I'll send you a link. So I want to show y'all this real quick. So whether we met at Podcast Summit, so if I click here, okay, so yeah, we're okay with that. It just the test email that was sent out. So this was the Podcast Summit, and yeah, 18,000 followers. So in the email, it was talking about how, you know, a lot of people he met at the Podcast Summit, he got their emails from that event, all from a wristband. So it's beneficial for those who want to expand their business, starting a newsletter, because the purpose of the newsletter is to bring traffic to whatever you're trying to engage with. What I would say, this is one of my clients. If you are a barber and you have a story behind what made you want to get into that field of, you know, being a barber or even teaching people how to do it, you need to build your own community. And the best way to build your community outside of social media, in my opinion, is to either have a separate community base, maybe a few is like Mighty or Heartbeat, School, Discord, Patreon, or have your own newsletter, which I would recommend, because with Dawn, he has his own newsletter from watching other people with theirs. So it's very beneficial for those who's trying to get into that field. All right. So what we're going to talk about now is a gem that I'm going to give for y'all. So this is what I'm going to do. Because if you see in the description, you see the Linktree. So for everybody who's watching on Instagram stories, well, Instagram Live, go ahead and click the live to watch on YouTube. All right. Because what I'm going to do on my Linktree account, for those who are watching also on TikTok, I'm going to send a link within my Linktree tomorrow. All right. Not tonight, because I'm going to show y'all a gem of what I have, because this is what I want to show clients when it comes to building your community, building something that people can gravitate towards. Because if you have your own community, you can give something that's of value. And what's of value to me is if you click the link in the description to my Linktree, the first link is my quick start guide for the Auto Eco, the top 10 apps that I use to automate my system. All right, and that's for free for anybody who's watching on any platforms. Click the link in the description and you'll get that. All right, and if you don't see it, you can probably type in Auto Eco Ray if you're on Linktree, and you can get it that way. But this is something that I'm working on with Claude. This is the ChatGPT Linktree Builder prompt. All right. So for those who don't know exactly what Linktree is, it's your way to gravitate all your network in one place that I was talking about earlier. And this right here explains everything when it comes to creating it. All right. So you put your email list first. You have one clear primary call to action. A call to action is something that they have to do. All right. You tell them exactly what you want to do. That's a call to action. I'm telling you what action you need to make. All right, keep your most important links at top. So I have my free link for those people who can just download the Auto Eco. I have I think the next is either the YouTube or the Instagram, but you can have it with your business. It can be your products, whatever you want to promote. Even with Linktree, I'm gonna show y'all soon too, there's affiliates within just doing it. And for those who don't know, if you join my Discord, I will also let you know how to get access into the Linktree Discord. And they have different challenges too that I want to promote for people who don't really know how to start. Like, you know, I want a second gig. I want to be a creator. I don't know how to make money as a creator. I don't know what community to dive into, because a lot of people don't know that ChatGPT, Claude, what else? Linktree, 11 Lab. There's a few other Discord accounts that I have, but those are some of the gems that you get in my community. But as you can see, you get a copy and paste prompt that can help you to build your own Linktree account. So right now we're back at Dawn's account, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is for those who's new to, okay, I hear you talking about Linktree, but what can I do? All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the links. So we're going to get out of the preview mode. So this is when you start your new account on Linktree, this is what's going to open. So if you need the link, linktr.ee, and then I guess /admin, and it'll pop up the main page for you to sign up. If you type in Linktree, it'll show up on Google or anywhere you get access to. So we're going to go down the line and show you, okay, you have where you can put your logo, you have your title, you have your subtitle, you have your widgets up top. Let's see. So you can have it either at the top or at the bottom. So as you can see, the preview up here just updated. So now it's at the bottom. So I love that option. So overall, it's either your Instagram, your TikTok, or YouTube. You can have all those. Can you see your insights without paying for the pro? Let's see. Okay, so yeah, it shows some insights on those who use Linktree and then expand from that. But it's very beneficial for those who's trying to expand. All right. So be a guest on the podcast, which is dope. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, so be a guest on the podcast. That's for those who wanted to fill out to be a guest or to be a part of the Don Knows Everybody event. As you can see at the bottom, he has tickets for the event, but we turned it off. So if you click here and it turns green, it'll show up. So yep, get tickets. So you can actually, so let's see, eligible for up to 6% commission with Eventbrite. Now that's something new I didn't even know. They have affiliates that's separate from what you're doing. So if you have your own event and you use Eventbrite, you can make money on the back end with the commissions using it. And that's dope. I didn't even know that. So for those who don't know, when it comes to the commissions and things, how you can earn with affiliates in Linktree, let's go to earn. All right. So Don's new to Linktree because he got this less than 2 months ago, but I want to show you exactly what you can do as an entrepreneur, because, you know, there's Gumroad, there's Stan, there's so many different websites where you can sell your products, right? And you know, there's websites that charge you 10%, there's some that charge you for each sale. There's some that charge you annually, but Linktree, what I like is you can upload it. Let's see, so digital product, right? You can upload and start selling that easily. And you have that traffic. You don't need a website. I know a lot of people are limited for the fact they feel like they need, well, of course, you need a source of traffic, but you don't need a website, especially nowadays. A lot of people are selling on, like you go to their Instagram, they probably got a link in their bio that goes straight to what I use, or there's different accounts. But the purpose of expanding your network is very beneficial for anybody who's trying to network, or they're trying to expand their business. Or a good idea is, let's say you just need a QR code. So let's see. So with your link tree, when you design it, where is it? Give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so tools, business card, right? If you go right here, you have your own QR code. And a lot of people, yeah, you can add it to your Apple Wallet. You can add it to Google Wallet. Let visitors share their details back. Collect a name and email so you can follow up and grow your audience. So let me go ahead and check that for Dawn. So those are features that I'm finding out just by doing research and in-depth, time to learn. So if you read up top, someone scans your card, a quick tap or scan, open your link tree, they save you to their phone. One tap adds your details to their account. They share back with you, which is very dope, which I really like Linktree for that. So this is a great way for you to expand your business. All right. So you have your Linktree, you have your Google form, you have your email list, and you build your community. Now, when it comes to community, you need to think on, okay, how you go to be consistent with a community? What can you actually do? Because I know with me, the benefit of having a platform is how you do research on it. So this part is what I like to call Opus Clip. Shout out to Opus Clip because they helped me to expand my network, from expanding with different clients, helping with me making logo animations, creating years worth of content with the click of a button. So if you're new to social media, if you're new to YouTube or being a podcaster and you have visuals, but you don't know how to turn your long form content into short form content, short clips, you got to get Opus Clip. All right. So that was a quick shout out to Opus Clip with that. So let's see. Because we have multiple episodes from Dawn Talk Listen. We also have some snippets of me in the studio. But what we're going to do, we're going to go to his previous one with Sincerely Dad. All right? So when we go here, you see the viral score, the likelihood that this video will go viral on Shorts, TikTok, Reels. All right? This is already scheduled. So July 27th, August 2nd, and February. Oh yeah, 2027. That's crazy. So this is how convenient Opus Clip is. For those who don't know how to expand from, okay, how can I post 6 times a day like everybody else? This is the way to do it. You can record. So this was, I think, let's see, because I don't want to just give y'all false information. So we're going to look this up together. All right, so I got Dawn's podcast right here, Dawn Talk Listen. He's at 540 subscribers. Shout out to Dawn for that. So with Sincerely Dad, it was 32 minutes, right? The episode was 32 minutes. And he got 29 clips. So think about it. A 32-minute video, and you got 29 short clips from that. And one thing I like about it, because you can watch right here.
Bro, music is my life. I've tried to do a bunch of different things. Even you said it, like you felt the way like I wasn't putting out music, but that was just me trying to experiment with something else. I started doing shoes. I started my renovation company, just, trying my hand at different things because I felt like God has blessed me with hella talents.
So I love how it can transition. It adds the captions, and there's so much you can expand with it. And then even with coming up with the caption, the titles, even if you want to get in depth, right? And let's say you want to get the transcripts, right? Where is it? What's the transcript? Okay, it's right in front of me. So you click transcript only, you can copy all this. And let's say you want to get in depth with ChatGPT. But one thing I like about Opus Clip is for the fact that, let's say you click here. Well, let me see how I want to do this. So if you go to calendar, right? Because I'm going to let y'all see in depth of what we have posted. So we have my content that's posted. We have Dawn's content that's posted. This is what I wanted to show y'all, actually. I forgot. So one thing I like about Opus Clip, let's say, okay, I want to post this, right? And he already scheduled these. Let's see one he didn't schedule yet. Did he? Dang, Dawn going in. Okay, so we're going to go to mine. And this is just one video, right? But this is not posted. So you see where it says publish on social. When you click here, I love for the fact it creates your captions for you. So you really don't even have to think on, okay, I need the title, I need the caption, I need to post on multiple platforms. And as you can see, let's see, you have YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X. And as you can see, we're working on multiple platforms on this account, which helps us, yes, confirm and exit. Well, we're not going to exit yet. So I want to show y'all, we got Facebook that's connected. We got three Instagram. We got 2 LinkedIns, TikTok, X, and YouTube. It should be, okay. So that's how you add, because I have 2 different YouTube accounts that I'm starting to expand on, especially for those who say, I have a gamer account, I have a YouTube account, I have a podcast account. How can I expand from my main? This could be the umbrella. You can have it on all your platforms at the same time. And I like for the fact that you can, the weird thing is, the only one that charges you is X. It charges you 1 credit. I don't know why. All the other credits is free. But I still post on there because I get so many credits. Shout out to Opus Clip. So let's see. Let's say with this one, what's today? Today's the 2nd. Let's say Monday so it's in the increments of 15 minutes. So let's say I want to do it at 1:45 p.m. I will click schedule and it will come out like that. So matter of fact, yeah, we'll just post it like that. And then, of course, you have your viral score. It shows you your hook, your flow, your value, and your trend. So this is beneficial for those who want to expand on using, Opus Clip. And then I want to show y'all, I want to see how far back I got to go. There's one clip. Let's see is how far I got to go back. Yeah, I'm scrolling a minute because there's one viral video that went popular from golfing, which is dope. Yeah, he had a conversation with Jordan, who has his own, I think it's a nonprofit. It's called Take a Swing. And it was in the early depths of his podcast. Let's see, where is it? It's one of these. Matter of fact, it's on Instagram, the one that went viral. But the fact that the video did over 400,000 views from, as you can see, these are all with Opus Clip. You can see the same caption fonts. Yeah. All of this, let's see. So let's see what this was. This was 2 weeks ago. So let's count how many posted in the past 2 weeks. So each is 6, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24. Yeah, so in 2 weeks, over 100 posts. Straight with Opus Clip. All right? And the link to use Opus Clip for free is in the description for anybody who's interested in testing out Opus Clip. Because I know there's a lot of platforms that you have to pay to use. This is the one that'll help you to expand. Because as you can see, we have multiple episodes, and then these are all high quality. As you can see, it all transition and changes, and he scheduled all these. Again, let me go to the calendar so y'all can see how massive you can make your platform. You can literally record, let's say you have a 2-hour block and you record something. Literally after this live, I'm gonna upload this into Opus Clip and turn this live into 2 weeks of content. That's the benefit of using social media and using platform that you can expand on. So the Auto Eco Quick Start Guide is in the Linktree in the description too, if you want the link that way, and also the prompts is in there too. So let's see. All these are posted, so let's go to last month. All right? And you can see the numbers at the bottom of how many posts came out that day between 2 different entities, Rebel Ears and Don't Talk Listen. So we had a Sunday that we had 46 posts. Ooh. 86 is the most in one day. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know we was going like that, but you gotta think, he has multiple platforms. He has YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, I think Facebook. With me, I have YouTube, Instagram. I'm using all the platforms. And you can expand using this. So there's no excuse saying, I don't have time to come out with this, because I need y'all to see something. Each clip was different. So let's see, we go down here. No. Trying to see. Okay, so he transitioned from who he was interviewing. So, okay, so as you can see, they're the same, but they changed the captions and the titles. So some of them you see like, oh, it looks the same, but it changes. That's the reason why. So now what we're going to talk about is how I use this app. And I'm going to see if I can show y'all real quick, okay? So let me go ahead and get a close-up, because I'm going to show you the app. And shout out to everybody who's watching the live right now. All right, it's going to take a second for my phone to come on. But, you know, I want to check the vibe of the room. How's everybody doing? Because I know we got multiple accounts at the same time that's posted. I want to say shout out to everybody who's watching. All right, so give me 1 second. Because this app, from what I've seen, I believe it costs money on iPhones and it's free on Android. I don't know, y'all can look it up. But the app that I'm using is called NFC Tools. And the purpose of NFC Tools is to use, let's see if I have something else. Give me 1 second. No, I thought I had another bracelet that was nearby, but it was somewhere else. But this app right here, all right? NFC Tools. This is the pro one, but NFC Tools is the app that you can expand your business, all right? So the purpose of this is this right here. This little coin is the NFC coin, the near field communication. So if I have this open, right? Right. So I want y'all to see what happens when I take this coin and tap the back of this phone. It's going to read it. It's going to take a second. So look at the bottom, because I want y'all to see, it says tags empty, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my Linktree. So what we're going to do on here, as you can see, we just read it and it was empty. So we got to write something on it. So when we go to add a record, you get all these ways to connect your NFC. So you see You can add your website. You can add your social media. You can add videos. You can add your mail, phone number. You can even add your Bitcoin. And you can expand so many ways with this. All right. So hold on. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. So I wanted to find the way to do it. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on the URL one, right? Well, no, that's the text. So we're going to cancel. So we're going to click on URL. And let's see if I can just, do I have a copy paste? What's on my clipboard? No, I'll just have to type it in. So linktr.ee/ and this should open up. Let's see. I just want to make sure if this is my right account. But shout out to everybody who's watching the live. I really appreciate that. Linktree. Okay. Yeah. So I typed it in. So as you can see, the URL is Linktree Auto Eco Ray. And after I click OK, you see where it says, I'm trying to get a good visual. All right, you see where it says right. So I'm gonna click right, and it says approach the NFC tag. All right, so all you're gonna have to do normally, I'm gonna click OK. Sometimes you gotta do it again. Right, complete. All right, so I click OK. So this is how simple Don engaged with people with his Linktree. So you say, hey, open up your phone. Let me see my Connect. Oh, I got a business card. You don't need to do that. Let me tap my NFC and it opens up. Give it a second. Yep. It opens up my account. So that top part I gotta take off, but you can see it has even my affiliates on my links from this coin right here. And this is gonna be on sale soon on my Linktree for those who want to purchase it. So I'm gonna show you everything that comes with it. Your own setup for the Linktree, have your own newsletter, set you up so you can switch this out if you want to write just your business. Even if you want to purchase a few of these are going to go on sale for $25 each. All right. So everything that you would need to expand your business will be in this. All right. So the last thing I'm going to do, give me 1 second. How can I do this? There we go. That's what I needed. All right. Okay. So let's see. The last thing I do want to do is we're going to do a giveaway. The purpose of this is I learned this from Don of his event from Don Knows Everybody. And shout out everybody who's watching our IG stories too. I see you, DP. For those who's watching, I talked to Don about this because every month, every first Thursday of the month of his Don Knows Everybody event, he does raffles, he does giveaways. And what I want to do, every live stream of the first Sunday of the month, I'm going to do a giveaway of this book by Angela Duckworth. Okay? So the way we're going to do this, all right? The way that we're going to do this for those who's watching, all you're going to have to do, you're going to click on my Linktree. You're going to download the quick start guide. And my IG story is rebelears.ray for anybody who's watching. You got to do this on Instagram. To get this book, you got to screenshot you downloading my quick start guide and tag me in IG stories, and you got a free book. You can DM me, and I will mail this book right out to you for free. Every month I'm doing this. The next book might be Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or Shoe Dog, you know, the creator of Nike. You know, we got a lot of books that expands from, you know, being an entrepreneur or self-development and what's needed. So like I said, for those who want to get this book, all they have to do is click on the link in the description for my Linktree account, and you download my Auto Eco Quick Start Guide and screenshot it and tag me in your IG stories, and I'll ship that book out to you. All right? Same day for those who's watching. All right? But like I said, for anybody who's trying to expand their business, what I would recommend starting with Linktree. And if you don't know the first three things you need to put on there, I will put your main social media account. Wherever you drive traffic to, you might have a newsletter, you might have a website, whatever that you might, expand from. And then if you have a podcast or something outside of that, you might want to post that, or your product page, depending on what you want to put on there. And then you want something that people can get for free. So the Quick Start Guide with Auto Eco is free for those who want to expand their platform. If they're on social media, if they're on YouTube or podcasts, hey, that's the way to go. But I do want to tell everybody who's watched the live stream, thank y'all for watching it. This was a quick 30 minutes on the expansion of not just Rebel Ears, not just Auto Eco, but also with the clients we've been working with. And I just want to show you an example of what I've been using and also what's the next episode and what we're going to be doing down the line. But I want to tell everybody, thank y'all for watching this live stream and keep tuning in. All right, there we go. And now...